Alright guys, so today I've got my trailer back in here, and right now I've got these ramps. They're kind of like the hideaway ramps, but they just got these hooks here and they hang off this little lip back here. And I've had this trailer for about 3 years now. It's been a really good trailer, but I'm just tired of lugging these big heavy ramps around. You either got to strap them to the trailer, throw them in the bed of the truck, and I'm tired of that. So I got me some 1-inch round stock, some pipe that'll slide over that, and this pipe will also fit right in here. So I'm gonna make me some fold-up ramps back here and take care of that problem. But anyways, let's get busy. Hello. How you doing? Got the rail cut off the back. So now I think I'll probably focus on the bottom side of these ramps. I'm gonna build some C channel here. Build me some support so when you fold them down, all your weight's not on the back of the trailer. It'll go to the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and get those pieces cut, get them put together. I'll get that piece of pipe welded in here. Get the ramps ready, and then we'll be ready to put our shaft on the back of the trailer. I'm gonna go trailer 7 foot wide. So I'm gonna go 2.5 foot here and 2.5 foot here, and that'll leave a 2 foot gap in the middle so you can still load like a lawnmower or something on it. But yeah, let's get these ramps started. Okay guys, so apparently I forgot to turn my microphone on right here. I'm still kind of getting used to this microphone. But anyways, I forgot to turn it on. I think even later in this video it dies, so I'm probably going to be doing a little voiceover then as well. But right here I'm just taking a grinder and a flapper disc and cleaning up the end of this piece of metal here. It's kind of boogered up a little bit. And then here in just a minute, I think about right here, I get to, I'm measuring out where I need to cut this. And I'm cutting one end on an angle, and I'm going to weld the angle side to the ramp. And then that way, that side's angled and it'll come down straight down and be flat on the ground. Probably don't have to, but I'm just going to take a little, it don't take much time at all to do this. You just measure your high side and your low side, then measure it out on your piece, and then you've got your angle there. But anyways, I'm getting that laid out. And then here in just a second, I've got this, I actually just bought this. This is my first time using it. I've got this Milwaukee metal cutting saw. And these things are awesome. Where I work at, we've got 2 or 3 of them. And anytime I'm cutting any metal, unless it's just, you know, I think I've cut up to an inch thick with them at work. And if you go slow, it'll cut right through it with a good blade. But this is my first time using it, like I said, and I love it. I think it's 4-inch C channel. This first piece, I don't do it, but here in just a minute, I cut right through a whole 4-inch piece of C channel like it's nothing. And it don't even get hot. You can cut it, and as soon as you cut it, you can about touch it with your bare hand. It won't burn you. Yeah, right here, actually, I cut through this whole piece of 4-inch C channel like it's nothing. I actually, I took a video of me. As soon as I cut a piece, I just pick it up and I can touch it with my bare hand. But where my microphone wasn't working, I took it out. I was talking and everything. The microphone wasn't even on. But I'm getting all these pieces cut. Let's see, there was 6 pieces in total, and measuring them out took longer than cutting them. But I get all these pieces cut, and then I didn't show this, but I ground a good bevel on every piece because I'm using it's a Hobart, I think a 140 handler welder. It's only rated to weld up to a 1/4 inch, but if you put a good bevel on these, you can weld. I mean, this thing, it surprises me. It welds really well, and I've got it turned all the way up to the highest setting, and it penetrates good, especially with a good bevel like I put on these. But here I'm getting everything tacked up, and I think in just a few, well, my microphone's actually working here, but here in a few minutes I'll start talking again and explain what I'm doing. Okay, the wind out here today is terrible, so hopefully y'all can hear me. But I've got the this first support on this ramp tacked up. Looks like it's going to work pretty good where it's at right there. That'll be about where the ramp sits whenever you fold it down. So I've just got it tacked for now. I'm going to go ahead and weld it, and then I'll get started on the other ramp, get the support tacked up for it, make sure it's going to work, and then we'll get it welded. Okay, got that one tacked up. Looks like he's going to work out good, so I'll get that one welded on, and then I guess the next thing will be to take her pipe and weld on her ramps right here for the one side of her hinges, and that'll be that. Okay, so on this one ramp here, you can see my pipe here. It's good on this side, but it's not sitting in there on this side. That's actually because these C-channels pieces are not lined up. This one here sticks out. Well, according to that, they look lined up. But, you know, you can see that there. That's square with that end. You can see how much it's off right here. So, I'm just going to cut, I don't know, maybe a 1/4 inch off this side. And that should take care of that. That sits in there a lot better now. It's actually maybe a little bit too much, but I can fill that up with some weld. Okay, we got some pieces cut. Dude will fit in there like that. I run a good, really good bead weld through there. Weld this back side here. And that should be plenty enough to hold that. All right, we got our ramps done. Got our supports welded on. We got our pipe welded in here for our hinges. And I went ahead and cleaned them up and put a coat of primer on them, keep them from rusting. And now we can focus our attention to getting our 1-inch shaft right there welded onto the trailer. Or well, can't weld it yet. We'll make up our brackets for that. And for the brackets, got a little piece of, I believe this is 1/2 inch, about 3 inches. Actually, instead of just welding it flat like this, I'm probably going to drill a hole in this piece to stick through that and then weld each side. It'll be stronger than just butting it up flat and welding it. Stick it through there. It'll have a lot more weight on the our bracket here itself instead of all the weight on the weld. So yeah, let's get our pieces cut, figure out how big we need to make them, where we need to put the hole and everything, and we'll get them going. All right, I got a mark laid out. Got it center punched here. I'm going to drill me a pilot hole, and then we'll test out. I got a brand new 1.1/8" spider hole saw. We'll see how it does drilling some 1/2 inch mild steel. Yeah, let's get this hole drilled out. I brought this piece down to the basement, so tighten it, trying to hold it up there with some clamps. So right here, all I have to drill a hole this big is a hole saw. And this is, you can do it with this as I did, obviously, but it is super annoying and super hard to drill a hole like this with a handheld cordless drill. And one of these days, I'll have either, I don't know if I want to get a mag drill or a drill press. I'll probably do a mag drill first because I don't have a shop or anything. And until I get a shop, I don't really need a drill press. So I'm thinking about trying out one of the Vevor mag drills because I don't use one every day, but it would be very handy to have. So in the meantime, y'all can watch me struggle to drill these 4 holes through this 1/2 inch metal. There it is. One down. Ready to go. Hot dog. Okay, so here's where my microphone dies again. And what I'm doing right here is I'm cutting the shaft that the ramps are going to hinge on. I think I cut these to like 31 and a half, and that lets me stick the shaft through the holes I drilled in the brackets and still have 2.5 feet between the brackets for the ramps to slide back and forth on. And I get that. And then here in a minute, I've got a video of me explaining something, and that was weeks ago, and I cannot remember at all what I was explaining. But I think it's a little later I explained the holes I drilled in these brackets, but I didn't explain it very well, so I'm going to go back and explain it a little bit better. So I got 1 inch shaft and I cut the holes to 1 1/8 inches. So that gives me a good 1/16 of an inch gap all the way around it after I center the shaft in the hole to weld. And that lets that weld penetrate really well. And that's why I did that like that. So that's that. And this video is actually getting really long. It's like an hour long altogether. So I'm going to split it up into 2 parts. And I'm going to end part 1 here in just a second. And we'll take up part 2 with welding this on the trailer. Anyways, this will end part 1, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank y'all for watching.